Hey everyone, Corey here. So I'm here today to do my Owl's Magical Readathon Tbr. This is pretty last minute. I actually wasn't planning on doing this readathon, but last night I started watching other people's TBR videos and I really wanted to get on board. I did this last year and it was so much fun. If you were unaware, this is a readathon that's kind of taking BookTube by storm. It is created by Book Roast and she has done just an incredible job organizing this readathon. I will leave a link to her announcement video in the description down below because it is quite involved and I'm not going to get into the metrics of the readathon here, but you do need to go to her video to get all the prompts and magical careers. So the magical careers is new this year, and G, who is a Book Roast, did such an amazing job putting together like a really detailed booklet that has all the different magical careers you can choose. So I chose to be a wand maker, and these show you all the owls you need and all the newts you will need in order to become a wand maker. So I have actually picked a book for every single class, every single owl. I'm going to try to complete them all, but I'm going to focus on completing the ones for the wand maker career first. Alright, so without further ado, there are 12 different books I need to list here, so let's get into it. So the first class is Ancient Runes, and for this you need to read a book that is a retelling, and for that I've gone with Blanca y Roja by McLemore. I believe this is a retelling of Snow White and Rose Red. I don't know a lot about it. I know it involves sisters, and I believe they are fated, one of them is fated to turn into a swan. That's all I know about it, but I love Anne-Marie McLemore's writing. Wild Beauty was one of my favorite books, and yeah, I'm really excited to read this one finally. Next up we have Arithmancy, and this is a book that's written by one or more authors, and I actually didn't realize this was more than one author, but for this I'm going to go with Caliban's War by James S.A. Corey, who, like I said, is actually two different American men. I just finished Leviathan's Wake last night, and I really enjoyed it. This is like a really detailed epic space opera. It was quite like dark, but also just so much fun to read about this world, or this universe, I suppose. And I'm really keen to get on to the next book. I didn't realize that this series is 9 books long, and they are all quite chunky. Next up is Astronomy, and that is a book that has the word star in the title. So I've gone with Written in the Stars by Aisha Saeed. So again, I actually know very little about this book. I'm pretty sure it's a kind of a hard-hitting contemporary, and I believe our main character, her parents want to set her up in an arranged marriage. It's another book that's been sitting on my shelf for quite a while and I've heard good things about, so I'm excited to read it. So next up we have Care of Magical Creatures, and that is a book with a land animal on the cover. And I picked The Heart and Mind of Frances Pauley, but are birds land animals? Does that count? Anyways, this is what I'm picking. This is one of the books that Kelly has picked for me to read for my coworker picks my TBR, so putting it in a readathon TBR is a great chance to push myself to read it. The next class is Charms, and that is Aged Line, a book that is 10 or more years old. And for this, I've gone with The Princess Bride by William Goldman. This was a Christmas gift from Crystal, and she also put inside a little movie ticket so that once I finish the book, I can go to her house and watch the movie, because I've never read the book, I've never seen the movie, and apparently this needs to be fixed. So next up we have Defense Against the Dark Arts, and for that you have to pick a book that starts with the letter R, and I've picked Running with Lions by Julian Winters. This is a book that I previously started and then kind of forgot what it was about because I got swept up in other things, so I'm going to restart this one. This is about a high school soccer camp, I guess, and this group of boys training over the summer. Sebastian is the main character, and then his old friend, who he doesn't speak to anymore, Amir, shows up at the soccer camp for the summer. I really like the acceptance in this book. It's very, all of the boys are very okay with different types of sexuality. So I've really liked that part of it. I'm excited to get more into the story because I didn't really get a good sense for it the first time around. But yeah, this is one for Defense Against Dark Arts. Next up is Divination, and for that you must pick a book that is set in the future, and I've gone with the third book in the Expanse series, Abaddon's Gate. Again, I think this is a series that I want to just keep getting through as fast as I can, or I might not ever pick it up again. I have the audiobooks of these, so I think that's how I'm gonna experience these ones. Again, don't know what it's about. It's a space opera and I'm enjoying it. Now we have Herbology, and for this you need to read a book with a plant on the cover, and I have picked Grey Wolf Island by Tracey Neithercott. There are lots of trees on this one. It says 5 friends, 5 dark secrets, 1 chance to find the treasure of a lifetime. And Karina has read this and really liked it, and she said this is the one book that really gave her like the Raven Boys vibe, and I'm so looking forward to that. The only thing harder than finding the treasure is facing the truth. And yeah, this is one that's been hyped up to me and I'm so excited to read it. And then we have History of Magic, and that is a book published at least 10 years ago. And I'm gonna pick up Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. If you didn't know, Joe Hill is Stephen King's son, so he had some pretty big shoes to fill, but I actually think that Joe Hill is a better writer. This is a horror book that was published in 2007, so it counts for this prompt. The next class is Muggle Studies, and that is read a contemporary book. So the weather has finally turned nice here in Vancouver, so I'm getting in a summery mood, and I realize it's only March. But I've picked Stay Sweet by Siobhan Vivian, and this is about a girl who has worked at this ice cream shop every summer, and just loves it, and her and the other girls that work there have all sorts of traditions. And the year that she becomes manager, the owner's grandnephew shows up and kind of takes over. So I believe this has themes of friendship and obviously romance, and I hope it's like a light, fun summer contemporary read. Alright, so the second to last class is Potions, and that is to read the second book in a series, and I've picked Everyday Angel Second Chances by Victoria Schwab. This is her middle grade series that she put out, and I read the first book and it was kind of what you would think. They're very easy chapter books, but the first book was pretty cute. I'm kind of on a mission to read all of Victoria Schwab's work, and this one will be really quick to get through for a readathon. And last but not least, the class is Transfiguration, and that is to pick a book with sprayed pages or red on the cover, and I've gone with The Wangs versus the World by Jade Chang. I think the blurb in here sums this one up really well. It says, meet the Wangs, the unforgettable immigrant family whose spectacular fall from glorious riches to still name brand rags brings them together in a way that money never could. I'm really looking forward to this one. I haven't read any reviews of it at all, but I think it's going to be something that'll be really fun and quick to get through. Alright, so that is my Owls Readathon TBR. Let me know if you are going to be participating in the comments down below. This is such a fun month, and make sure you do go check out G's announcement video so you can get all the details on how to participate. Also, as a side note, just so you know, this is not the Corey channel. The other girls are going to be back on screen soon. We've just had a weird couple months. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos every single week. Happy reading and thanks for being awesome. Bye!